What's up, you guys? There is a reading that I just did before this one, and it was essentially just a little bit more clarification with regards to like PSYOP. So that reading was kind of interrupted, or that message was kind of interrupted, and what I was seeing is that somebody with a larger platform was going to take the information that I was going to say and was going to misinterpret it to a larger collective. So, but there is a very important message for somebody about understanding that that somebody is healing some past life trauma. And actually what I'm hearing is don't get lost in yesterday, but understand that this, as your guides are trying to guide you through these moments in time, it's meant to empower you, and or if you just know that you've gone through this, like, shit, you're strong as fuck. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, let's pull some cards, though. Gizmo made it pretty clear that I was supposed to come over here and pull some more cards, so let's do that. Ancestors of the highest white light, what's the message? Oh, we got somebody. Okay. I think we've got the Knight of Wands here. I think it's really important that somebody make sure that they don't move forward impulsively, and make sure that they are grounded enough in themselves and having faith in themselves. I feel like somebody might not feel like very self-confident, but somebody's confidence is going to start coming back. Yeah, with the Three of Wands here, you might be feeling like you've been going through like a period of restriction and or a lack of progress, but like the message that I said before this one, or how I opened up this particular message, reading, channel, whatever you want to call it, sometimes it's okay to pull back, so to speak, like so that things don't get misinterpreted, or so that certain information doesn't get in the hands of somebody who may be a PSYOP or may what I'm even hearing, like, want clout, or may be a little too impulsive with regards to their movement. Just because a large group of people, or a large body of people, or a large collective agrees doesn't necessarily mean that it's right. It just may mean that it resonates in some way, and a particular, I don't know if this is coming through, but a particular collective might not be so very grounded in themselves to be able to understand which parts resonate and which parts don't. Okay? I don't think that we're referring to you guys, okay? But there is this energy, this message is coming out. I don't know. So it's just what it is. All right, let's pull some more cards. So if you are experiencing delays, it's okay. Things are going to pick up. Somebody might also just be grounding in some information that they have just recently come across about themselves, okay? We've got the Three of Pentacles. What else, Spirit? Ancestors of the highest white light. There's something about, with this Three of Wands, there's something about not wanting to reject certain opportunities, but you want to make sure that you are But you want to make sure that you are, that the opportunities that you are receiving are the right opportunities. I think that will make sense for somebody. I just saw the Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, somebody just needs to get grounded, stay grounded. What else, Spirit? Ancestors of the highest white light. You know, these readings, you got to look within yourself to make sure that they resonate with you first. And I think that any good channel, you know, I use this analogy with regards to singing in a harmonious way, you know, in a choir or with a piano or with the music or whatever. You have to be able to hear and sing at the same time. So I think the sign of any good channel is somebody who can hear what they're saying as well as channel the channel, you know? Also, for what it's worth. What else, Spirit? These messages. Okay. You know, I'm just outside raking leaves and just made some lunch, dinner, whatever. How are you guys today? Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I feel like somebody's a channel. Somebody's a divine channel. Somebody knows how to hear and speak at the same time. That's good. That's good energy. That's good. I will say, though, that sometimes you can get, if you do have a large collective, it can be very easy to get, because you're reading the collective energy, but you also have to like bounce it back and forth with God. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to criticize anybody, but I see a lot of channels that I hate it when other readers talk about other channels. So, but or other readers. I really don't like that at all. But I do know that I don't know, discernment is important as a reader, but it's also important as an audience. Wow, that just hopped right out. 8 of Cups. And again with the Ace of Swords at the bottom. We have this Queen of you know, a Queen of Pentacles with the 8 of Wands too. I learned a lot about myself during Mercury Retrograde. I probably make and have made the most mistakes during Mercury Retrograde, so that's definitely a really good time, I think, for myself, from my perspective or from my understanding, to like slow down and make sure that you are like watching and listening and making adjustments at that time. I don't know, just for what it's worth. Like, when I know that that stuff is going on, though, that's usually when I will take a step back and not do readings, and I will, like, just kind of, like, let my guides kind of teach me any lessons that I need to learn, or I will listen more than I will talk. Just... There's something about releasing... There's something about releasing and walking away from... Okay, I'm hearing the song by Temp Impala, and we've heard this song before. lost in yesterday. Or Tame Impala, rather. When we were living in squalor, wasn't it heaven? Alright, they've never had to eat air or wonder when they were going to, like, get their next meal. I mean, I get what they're saying. When we were living in squalor, wasn't it heaven? It's kind of like, you know, simplicity is can be quite nice, but living in squalor is very different. I think nowadays people are literally starving and dying. I digress. Now, even though that was a time I hated from day one, eventually terrible memories turn into great ones. Right, yeah, taking the things that you've been through in the past and letting them empower your future and you in the future and learning from the lessons. So if they call you, embrace them. If they hold you back, erase them. There's another message coming through too. You guys, with regards to PSYOP, psychological, we can call it psychological operations, okay? But some people refer to it as, it has like a double meaning. Some people I've heard also call it psychological opposition, which makes complete sense because it is essentially psychological opposition that creates, that tries to kill the spirit, okay? Whatever, for whatever it's worth, okay? Because it might have been something, who's to say. Does it help to get lost in yesterday? And you might have missed something, don't say, because it hurts to be lost in yesterday. Yeah, maybe somebody's doing some shadow work and somebody needs to just release it. I don't know what the fuck they're releasing, but that's what the devil in the reverse position is, or somebody has released something, okay? And you're going to have to let it go someday. If somebody needs to, you've been digging it up like Groundhog's Day. Somebody is way too self-accountable. I'm sensing there's this energy, there's this black sheep energy. Somebody is way too self-accountable. Okay? Like, it's almost hurting you. Like, you're strong enough is what I'm hearing, okay? Or maybe it's time to, you've done the shadow work and it is time to conjure the light and it, when it needs to come back, it will come back and you can heal it again. You know, shadow work is kind of a refinement of oneself. You can't do it all, depending on what it is, especially if it's something like these, you know, having past lives of being part of like government experimentation and things like that. A lot of trauma, even past life trauma, can take a very long time to heal. Sometimes it can even take lifetimes to heal. And you don't want to let it like bog you down. You have to conjure the light and come up for air sometimes. I feel like somebody is really strong though, and they're very capable of doing this. It's like of healing what they need to heal very quickly. But especially during like Mercury retrogrades, for me, I try not to do too much shadow work. A lot of self-reflection, but a lot of conjuring the light. I do like little spurts, little bits and pieces where I need to, but I really try not to spend a whole lot of time because Mercury retrograde can tend to, it can create communication issues, but it can also create enhanced anxiety, as I've learned. So just take what resonates. Yeah, was I ever so brainless, head in a flurry? I feel like that's definitely Mercury retrograde energy. Why am I hearing ghost main Mercury retrograde now? me if I give a fuck about a click, hey. Ask me if I give a fuck about a this, yeah. Ask me if I give a fuck about fame, yeah. Recently, I just don't give a fuck about a thing, yeah. Okay, really good, awesome. I would say, yeah, for sure. Definitely Mercury Retrograde can for sure make you just, like, not give a fuck about anything. But you also don't want to get caught, like, in that hole of, like, not giving a fuck about anything, okay? You don't want to become heartless, so to speak. Or you don't want to close your heart. That can definitely open you up to not so very pleasant energies. But there's definitely a lot of exposure, I feel like, yeah, with regards to, I don't know, maybe somebody is dealing with a clique or some sort of gang stalking or something like that, and it's just kind of like, you don't really give a fuck about it, you know? And maybe that's a good way to look at it, but, you know, then make sure that you surround yourself with shit that you do give a fuck about, okay? Like, you know, I don't know, puppies or kitties or flowers or good things, you know what I mean? Like, get out of the shit that you don't like and the shit that makes you angry and the shit that you're like, you know, middle fingers to the air, and then go and hang out, you know, duality, I guess, you know, hang out with things that open up your heart, right? Separate yourself from those things that kind of close your heart, and then, you know, go and hang out with things that open your heart, you know? And I'm hearing also that maybe that's indicative of, that things that are just not really supposed to be in your life, okay? They might have to be in your life. Maybe it's like colleagues, like work colleagues or something like that, or I don't know, you know. But, so, like, you need to work and you need a job, and so you need to be around these people, but, you know, understand that, like, yeah, like, I feel like there might be, like, a recovering people pleaser, too, or something like that. Maybe they're learning how to compartmentalize these things. Whoever you are, I feel like you're highly protected. We've got this line here that's sticking out to me. I just decided by the grace of the god Poseidon that you're so dead to me, I dug a hole for you to lie in. I'm sick and disowning all the moments and the key components that led me to follow hollow promises from empty monads. Yeah, don't get too cold. I don't know. This reading is for somebody. I don't know. Just take what resonates. He says, it's 11 degrees and I can see my breath, so I know I'm breathing. But I got no pulse. I swear to thumb, my heart ain't beating. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say this line, but he says okay. Yeah, maybe I'm not gonna say that line. Huh. Yeah. I think I'm just going to leave the reading there. I hope that you guys are doing really good. I'm sending you guys lots of love. Thanks so much for being here. Until next time. All right, bye.